What's up, squad? Welcome back to Fishing Planet. In this episode, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about leader length. So let's get into it. Why leader length is so important in Fishing Planet is because I'll put a little thing on the screen. Fish are at different depths of the water, and you want to have your bait reside where the fish are at. Alright, so you want your bait at the correct depth, and the leader length allows you to do that. If you set your leader length at the incorrect depth, the fish are more likely not to bite it, or you'll get a different species than the one you're trying to catch. Okay? Alright, I'm going to show you an example with this rod here. It is a match rod. It's the narrow rod. My leader length is set to 3, and I'm trying to catch bass, so you want to set it way past that. But in this example, I'm going to show you why leader length is so important. So we're going to throw it out to the usual spot. We're at Texas. Should be a little bit of splashings around here. Alright, so we're going to throw it right here. So I have it set to 3, which is the hook is basically near the bobber. Something you don't want to do. And most likely after, I'm going to say, you can see at the left hand corner, I'm going to leave it here for a little while and then I'll edit it out, but it's 6:57, okay? So a reason for this, the reason why we don't get fish while this is going on is, one, the fish don't live at that level or don't reside in that part of the water, that depth. And two, fish are really finicky with, I guess, well, in real life, they're really finicky about their food. They test everything out. They bite on it first to see if it's okay, if it's good. But so if they see a bobber, like literally right next to the hook, they're not going to go for it. You know what I mean? They could see really well. In real life, I've had fish where I'm literally looking at the fish and I throw my bait next to them and they're like, no, dude, we know the deal. You know what I mean? We just want what's on your hook. Basically, they're begging for food, you know what I mean? So, as you can see, it's 7:06 and nothing has happened. Usually by this time, it's been, 6-7 minutes. About this time, you at least have something. A good indication if you're not doing anything is you see this dragonfly. This will tell you you are not doing anything. The fish aren't coming. You need to move. That's what that means in game, basically. So I'm just proving the point here that leader length is very important to you catching fish. Also, to change the leader length on PS4 is up and down on the D-pad. So I'm gonna switch it now. Instead of going through the menus, I'm gonna put it to 60, or we'll do 65, in between 60 and 70. All right. So you can see the animation that happens as well as I change the leader length on the bait of the rod. It's actually going up and down, right? So let's cast back out to the same spot, same conditions, same everything, and let's see how long it takes us to catch a fish here. Alright, so our bait is traveling down away from our bobber. It's at a greater depth than what is shown from the bobber. And there we go, we got a fish on there. It's 7:20 at the moment, and we got a fish. We actually got a fish, okay? Instead of just sitting there forever. And this is why leader length matters, guys. If you have the incorrect leader length, you're not going to get anything at all. And here we got our target fish, a spotted bass, which lives at the bottom of this lake here. So yeah, that's leader length with a match rod. Let's go on to the feeder rods now. Alright, let's look at the feeder rods. It's composed of multiple parts. You got the basket, the leader itself, the hook, and the bell. So let's look at the length, or how to adjust the length of the leader on the feeder rod. It is this symbol here showing scissors. It is basically a permanent cut. So once you've cut this leader, there's no going back. You would have to put a new leader on there to adjust it. So why would you want a smaller leader length or a longer leader length. It all depends on the map you're playing and the current of the water, meaning the flow of the water, how fast it's going. The reason you want to adjust it is because you want, depending on the flow of the river, you want either a short or a long one. So the reason you would want a short one is because the flow of the river is really slow and your chum's not going to go very far in that river, so you want to keep your hook as close as you can to that basket, okay? The reason you would want a longer leader length is because the flow of the water is really great and you want your hook to reside where that chum is flowing to, so you want a longer leader length, okay? So in this case, we're at a lake, so I adjusted it to a shorter leader length so we can have our hook next to that chum. Again, if you're playing on a really flowy river, and basically if you were to throw a bobber out there, your bobber would move. That is a strong current, okay? So you would want a longer leader length because the chum is going to go down river, and you want as much time as you can in that chum with a longer leader length. Okay, so we have our setup here. As you could tell, the hook is really next to the chum basket there. Alright, so we're gonna throw it out right here. Pretty close. Just looking for a little fish here. I just want to show you the effect on the leader length that we have here. As you can see, the line is moving. We have a bite, and that took nothing but 2 minutes. The reason why is because our hook is next to our chum basket in this low current. Yeah, small golden shiner. So guys, I hope that helps you guys a lot. Different fish reside at different depths, so I want you to play around with the leader length and hit those honey holes, man. Honey holes are those where the fish is jumping out at. Adjust your leader length and you should catch them all, man. Alright, thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.